Have you ever wondered about battles that changed the course of history but remain relatively unknown? Let's cast our minds back to a time when the world was on the brink of a new era, the Korean War. Amidst the front lines and political turmoil, a pivotal battle unfolded, often overlooked in the annals of history, the Battle of Yultong. In the dead of night, the stakes were high as the 10th Battalion Combat Team of the Philippine Army stood their ground against the Chinese 44th Division. The odds were heavily stacked against them, yet the tales of their bravery are seldom told. This encounter, tucked away in the larger narrative of the Korean War, is a testament to the courage and resolve of soldiers fighting far from home. The Battle of Yultong, a key event that deserves its place in our collective memory. Today, we delve deep into the events of this crucial battle and its lasting impact. The stage was set in the cold April of 1951. As the United Nations forces, primarily composed of Filipino and American troops, dug into the trenches, they were unknowingly on the brink of a pivotal moment in the Korean War. Their mission was to defend a geographical key point on the Korean peninsula, an area known as the Yultong Bridge. This strategic point was a significant linchpin in the United Nations defense line. It was a mountainous region, providing a natural barrier against any potential attacks. The rough terrain and the biting cold made it a formidable challenge for any advancing forces. Yet it was a challenge that the Chinese army was more than willing to take. The Chinese forces, vastly outnumbering the defenders, were preparing for a surprise nighttime attack. Unbeknownst to the UN forces, the Chinese had carefully planned their assault, banking on the cover of darkness to tip the scales in their favor. The Chinese army was a formidable force, well-trained and experienced in the art of war, and they were determined to seize the Yultong Bridge. Meanwhile, the UN forces, unaware of the impending danger, continued their daily routines. The soldiers kept watch, patrolled their perimeters, and maintained their positions. Little did they know of the storm that was brewing just beyond the horizon. In the midst of this tense situation, the Filipino troops, known as the 10th Battalion Combat Team, played a crucial role. Stationed at the most vulnerable point of the defense line, they were the first line of resistance against the impending Chinese assault. Despite being a small unit, they were a force to be reckoned with, known for their bravery and determination. As the day turned into night, a veil of silence descended over the Yultong Bridge. The cold wind blew, rustling the leaves and whistling through the trees. The soldiers huddled in their foxholes, their breath visible in the freezing air. The night was silent, eerily calm before the storm that was about to unfold. Suddenly, the silence was broken by the thunder of guns and the screams of soldiers. The Battle of Yultong had begun, and the stark reality of war set in. The initial stages of the conflict saw the Chinese forces launching a massive offensive, their numbers vastly outstripping those of their opposition. The Chinese troops, like an unstoppable tide, washed over the United Nations positions. Their strategy was clear and decisive, aimed at overwhelming the defenders through sheer force. The UN forces found themselves on the back foot, their lines buckling under the relentless onslaught. The situation seemed dire, the hope of victory slipping further away with each passing moment. Amidst this chaos, the Filipino soldiers stood their ground. Their position at Yultong was crucial, acting as the bulwark against the Chinese advance. Outnumbered and outgunned, they were the underdogs in this brutal confrontation. Yet, they showed unparalleled bravery, with each soldier knowing the importance of their mission. These men, hailing from a small archipelago in the Pacific, found themselves in the heart of a battle that would decide the fate of a nation. They dug in their heels, set their sights, and prepared to weather the storm. Every bullet fired, every grenade thrown was a desperate plea for survival, a testament to their unwavering resolve. The fighting was intense, with the Chinese forces pushing relentlessly, seemingly unstoppable. But the Filipinos fought back with everything they had. They transformed their vulnerability into strength, their fear into courage. They poured their heart and soul into their defense, each man fighting not just for himself, but for his comrades, his country, and the ideals they all held dear. The battle raged on, the air filled with the deafening roar of gunfire and the haunting cries of the wounded. Yet, amidst the chaos, the Filipinos stood resolute. They fought not just with guns and grenades, but with courage and determination. They were the embodiment of the spirit of resistance, refusing to yield, refusing to break. Despite the overwhelming odds, the Filipinos held their ground, refusing to retreat. Their stand at Yultong was a testament to their bravery and resilience, a beacon of hope in the midst of a storm. The situation seemed dire, but the Filipino soldiers were about to change the course of the battle. As the moon hung low in the sky, casting an eerie glow over the battlefield, the Filipino soldiers, outnumbered and outgunned, made a crucial decision. They would not succumb to the encroaching Chinese forces. Instead, they would meet them head-on, fighting tooth and nail to keep their ground. Under the command of Captain Conrado Yap, the Filipino soldiers launched a daring counterattack. This was not a battle fought from a distance, with bullets whizzing across the field. No, this was a fight that required courage, close quarters, and sheer determination. The Filipino soldiers, armed with their bayonets, charged at the enemy. Their battle cry echoed across the field, a sound that struck fear into the hearts of their adversaries. The Filipinos fought fiercely, using their bayonets with deadly precision. They slashed and parried, their faces set in grim determination as they pushed back against the Chinese forces. The soldiers' valor was palpable, their actions a testament to their unwavering resolve. But it wasn't just their use of bayonets that made a difference. The Filipinos demonstrated an uncanny ability to adapt to the situation, engaging in hand-to-hand combat when necessary. They fought with a ferocity that belied their numbers, refusing to give ground. As the sun began to rise, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, the Chinese forces found themselves facing a formidable adversary. The Filipino soldiers held their ground, their tenacity a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. And then, just when it seemed that their strength might wane, reinforcements arrived. Bolstered by the arrival of their comrades, the Filipino soldiers continued to fight, their spirits undaunted. Against all odds, the Filipino soldiers turned the tide, proving their bravery and resilience. They were not merely soldiers on a battlefield, they were defenders of their nation, champions of their people, and heroes in the truest sense of the word. Their story, the story of the Battle of Yultong, serves as a stirring reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, courage and determination can indeed change the course of history. The Battle of Yultong was over, but its impact was far from forgotten. The aftermath of the battle was a testament to the grit and resilience of the Filipino soldiers. Despite being outnumbered, they managed to hold their ground and repel the enemy forces. The aftermath was a sight of both relief and devastation. The casualties on both sides were substantial, a grim reminder of the toll that war exacts on those who wage it. On one side, the Filipino troops suffered heavy losses, with many wounded and some paying the ultimate price for their bravery. On the other side, the Chinese forces met an unexpected resistance that led to a significant number of casualties. The battle had been fierce and unyielding, but ultimately, it was the Filipino soldiers who emerged victorious. This victory, however, was not just a strategic win. It was a symbol of Filipino bravery and determination, a beacon of hope during a time of despair. It was a message to the world that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the spirit of the Filipino people could not be broken. It was a testament to the tenacity of a small contingent of soldiers who, against all odds, managed to turn the tide of battle. The Battle of Yultong also had strategic significance in the broader context of the Korean War. It demonstrated the effectiveness of well-coordinated defense strategies and the importance of morale and determination in the face of adversity. The Filipino soldiers' victory served to bolster the United Nations forces and played a crucial role in the subsequent course of the war. Over time, the Battle of Yultong has come to symbolize more than just a military victory. It has become a symbol of national pride, a reminder of the courage and determination of the Filipino people. It serves as a beacon of hope, a testament to what can be achieved when bravery, determination, and a steadfast spirit come together in the face of adversity. The Battle of Yultong, a testament to the courage and determination of the Filipino soldiers, remains a significant event in the annals of military history. So, why does the Battle of Yultong matter today? This question brings us to the heart of our exploration. The Battle of Yultong, although not as widely recognized as other historical events, left an indelible mark on the annals of history. It showcased the courage and resilience of soldiers who, despite being outnumbered, stood their ground and fought valiantly. This battle is a testament to the power of strategy and unity, proving that even against insurmountable odds, victory can be achieved. It's a lesson that still resonates today, in a world where we often face challenges that seem too big to overcome. Remembering the Battle of Yultong is more than just an exercise in historical recollection. It's a way of honoring the spirit of those who fought, of understanding the sacrifices made, and of learning from the past to navigate the future. The Battle of Yultong serves as a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit in times of adversity and the profound impact of seemingly forgotten battles on the course of history.